Hey guys, happy Sunday. We are now into week 2 of a change up of my skincare. So where I left off was that I hit day 7 of absolutely no skincare other than water, and now it is Sunday. So on Saturday, what I've been using now on my skin is I wash my face with absolutely nothing. I reintroduced my toners. So if you saw my other videos, I was using some Korean skincare Claire's brand toner, which is supposed to be nice and gentle and good for the skin. At least that's what it says. So I reintroduced that. I already had those products, and then I used Rice Bran Oil with a little bit of peppermint oil mixed in, which I hope that's okay for your skin. I kind of forgot that because I use it on my hair. I've been using the Rice Bran Oil and peppermint oil on my hair, and I just also read that it's good for the skin. So I didn't realize that I also had peppermint oil in it until I was like putting it on my face, but I just put a small amount as my moisturizer, and I did that for last night, and I did that this morning when I woke up. I'm really curious to see if any big cystic acne will be popping up. I'm not going to reintroduce a face wash again yet because my skin was thriving without it. Actually, someone in my comments wrote that Rice Bran Oil was good for their scarring. I am back because I'm so annoyed. So at some point in the day, right here, this new guy started coming up. And I don't know what it is. I think it's my smoothie. Like, there's nothing else that I did. Yes, I just started doing the Rice Bran Oil and the toner. I have a feeling it's what I'm ingesting. The only thing that has completely changed recently is that I started having a smoothie again. Is it flax seeds? Does anyone have allergies to flax seeds? Is that possible? I'm gonna ditch flax seeds. I mean, it could be my toners. Should I ditch the toner? This is one toner that I have, and this is the other one. I guess they're both kind of purple. One is from CosRx and the other is from Claire's. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this on for about 15 minutes. It's gonna harden and I will take it off and have beautiful skin. Okay, so it's been about 15-20 minutes, more like 20 minutes, and you can see it's gonna dry. However I put it on this time, it feels kind of like Botox, where I'm very like, woo! I'm gonna go straight into my Rice Bran Oil. This is the oil that I've been using. Cold pressed, pure Rice Bran Oil, 4 ounces. Dr. Adorable ink. There's a little bit of peppermint oil in here. A little. But I'm gonna use just a little bit and put that on my face. And that'll be it. So for the oil, I just kind of pat it around. And then I just start smoothing it in. And I take my time with this, because I want to make sure that it's completely dissolved because it is an oil. Day 4 of changing up my skincare. I just have that one whitehead that just literally decided to pop up into my life. So other than that, everything is good. It is March 8th, so it's Friday. I have made it through 1 week of just using the Rice Bran Oil on my face as a moisturizer. We are officially transitioning into week 3 of changing up my skincare, and that's going to be aloe leaf. I'm freezing the aloe vera. So I saw that in someone's videos. I think I mentioned it before. And I'm just gonna try that out and see. I will show my skin once I take off all this makeup, but as you can see through it, you can see that I still have some bumps, some races. Most that I got this week, I did sweat a lot and I had a lot of auditions and a lot of sweating with makeup on and stuff like that. I mostly got little bumps, and you remember this one over here. So nothing again was cystic and huge, so that's a plus, which really makes me wonder what was occurring in my former skincare routine that was having me to break out with those big bumps. I haven't had those bumps in like, I guess going on 3 weeks now, so that's pretty amazing, but we'll see what aloe does. All right, so here's a super zoomed in look at my skin. So nothing is currently active. This one is now a scar. This was that one that was a bump earlier this week. It's now a scar. It's like peeled back, it's drying, and everything else is just scars. Other than, I guess I would say this one bump and maybe this one right here. Everything else is pretty much a scar or it's old news. We did get some bumps this week, I'll report. It could be the Rice Bran Oil. It could be just all the makeup. I feel some stinging right now throughout my face. Not burns, but just like stinging. I'm gonna leave it on. I'm not going to wash it off. And the only thing that's crazy is that I want to kind of save this. I know that's like weird, but because if you poke the aloe right here, it's gonna get juicy again. Tomorrow we'll start the frozen aloe and we'll see what happens with these little bumps around my face. Good morning, guys. Today is the next day. I ended up leaving the aloe on my face and it actually felt really tightened. It did itch a little like I was saying, but it just feels really, really tight. And then I woke up this morning and it's just in my skin. Aloe vera has vitamin C, E, and beta carotene, so which the body changes to vitamin A. So it's really good for protecting your skin cells, prevent the loss of skin elasticity. My little frozen cube here of aloe is very cold. Okay. I'm just gonna smear it all over my face. Here's a better look at my skin. Sorry, the lighting in my bathroom is literally only good for evening. Let's see if today it tingles at all. Yesterday it did a lot. And for the people that like just don't need to say it, aloe has a really weird smell, like a really bad smell. I've said it before in my other videos, especially when I use it on my hair. I guess this would be maybe day 3 or so of the aloe vera, and I just wanted to update you guys. I'm just looking in the mirror here. My skin has been feeling so great. I kind of knew that aloe would be really great, but other than that very tight feeling that I feel after I put this on, the little frozen aloe, my skin has been doing great. I've been wearing tons of makeup. I had shows this weekend. I was sweating with my makeup on, and I've not had a major breakout, or I think any breakout, in the last 2 days or so. Oh, I meant to say I started having smoothies again. I added the flaxseed back in, and we'll just see what happens in the next day or so to figure out if that was what was causing my breakouts, if the fruit causes my breakouts, if the flax seeds were causing my breakouts. So we're just gonna test. I didn't see anything coming up so far or forming in the couple of hours that have passed since it's nighttime now. I don't have the best lighting right now because it's nighttime, but this is where we're at. Hello, it is Wednesday, March 13th. So it is technically the 5th day of the aloe on my face. We're skipping ahead because I hadn't filmed for like the last 2 days. I have some cystic acne. So this is what happens when you start to get comfortable with yourself and you feel fly because your skin's doing great, so you start to slack off. These past 2 days I've only been using the aloe once, and this is why I think my skin broke out. So I kind of got a little lazy and was like, oh, my skin's doing great, like who cares? I just broke out and it's in the same spot. Does anyone ever have that happen to them? Like you break out in the exact same spot that was healing? So I consider this, I mean, it's not that big, but it feels kind of big. I just consider it like cystic, but maybe it's not. Yesterday I only used it once a day and it was at night. I didn't in the morning. I just washed my face with water. And then today I was lazy and did the same thing too. And over the course of the day, or whenever I realized, I had that giant bump on my face. Let that be a lesson to stick to what you're doing. I didn't do anything else differently. Kind of disappointed in myself, but like only minorly because it's really not that big of a deal. But let's see how fast the aloe works. Randomly in between doing the start of my skincare, or the start of my skincare challenge and the celery juice, I like suddenly broke out in a ton of bumps on my back. I think it was a combination of wearing sweaty clothes too long, etc., but it's so disappointing because it ended up being like scales. Like it was just like, not scales, but it was just like bump after bump, like almost like if you have like an allergy to something. And for a little bit I was putting the aloe on it, but it's too cold to put it on there. Like it actually feels like ice. I usually have bumps on my back, but never like so many and so concentrated, and it was right on my shoulder blades and then also down on my lower back. So that was a bit of a bummer. It is day 6 and I wanted to show you my back so I could give you the current state. Exfoliated today. I don't know what else to do because it's like, you know, back there. So you can see there's some there. That thing in the middle is a scar. It's a rug burn from a crazy dance class. But yeah, and it's all down my back. Here's that red mark. It's still there. It's kind of coming to a head. It is the end of day 6 and I don't know how something that started off so great could just make such a terrible turn for the worse. I was so prepared all week to talk about, at the end of the week, how amazing aloe is and wonderful and how I'm going to use it for the rest of my life, and then it just went out. So this morning I showed you how I have this one. I had my 2 fitness classes, whatever, and then when I got home, I showered immediately, and I also did an Aztec clay mask, which I've been doing kind of like one a week, usually at the time where I'm about to switch over to a new skincare. All was good, put it on, took it off, and then now I have something forming right here. And I'm like, what? I can't believe this. I don't know why it's happening. Tomorrow will be my last day using the aloe for at least a week so that I can just dedicate to just using apple cider vinegar. I expect that it's going to smell, and if I remember correctly, when you sweat and you have apple cider vinegar as a toner, you end up smelling it, so that'll be kind of interesting for my more active days, but we shall see. The rest of my skin looks the same, so no crazy changes. You know, the scars are more brown than red now, but I am bummed. Okay, hey guys, it is day 7 of the frozen aloe vera on my face. I do feel like my skin is calmer. I did get 2 whiteheads on my cheeks. It's been 3 weeks, I'd say, almost going into 4 weeks that I had a huge breakout, and now I suddenly have something. So that to me is huge. Like I said before, next up is going to be the apple cider vinegar as a toner. Was a almost perfect week. Last week I actually did better, my rice bran oil. This is just kind of disappointing to have these 2 huge marks on my face, but you live and you learn.